YouTube from Wagwan. When you see Wagwan. Basic summary. Jamaica get the easiest opportunity for qualify for the World Cup. And we basically fuck it up. Conclusion first. Make we go into some little detail and some little analytics now. Steve McLaren, in hindsight, was obviously the wrong man for the job. He shouldn't have been hired in the first place. In hindsight. And of course, I don't think he should have been allowed to resign and walk away with that kind of dignity. He should have been fired. But all of that is in hindsight. And him do a whole pile of rubbish. Somebody point out to me, say, last night after the match, say, which English coach you see anywhere in the world and make an impact? Go up on the same England there and look which English coach you see and make an impact in the world of football. I'm going to start scratch my head. But we are not England. We are not a first world economy. So we go for McLaren. First thing McLaren did, we go for him to carry England-born or England-born players who are eligible to play for Jamaica. Basically like that we go for him for. I mean, I think him cover himself in glory with that. The biggest prize of all, Mason Greenwood don't reach yet. And him resign. Tactically, he mismanaged the campaign. He mismanaged the window here. And get way basically knock out of the World Cup. That Trinidad game was a much more winnable game. That Trinidad team was a much more beatable team. And tactically, he should have gone for that win in Trinidad more than he did. When he get the goal at Trinidad, him decides him to defend the one love. Take off Cephas, take off the most attacking player, the man decides him to go for one love. When the game done, him say him alright with the one love, basically. Alright with the 1-1, basically. So him get all of that completely wrong. And that no for we that shout and scream about. Say, yo, it was more important to go for that win in Trinidad and put yourself in a position where we never have to go for the win against a much better, much more organized Curacao team. So tactically, him get that wrong. The game itself now, he fucked that up as well. The man who came onto the field and was arguably a most I don't know, impactful player last night in terms of, you know, creating a buzz and creating some opportunities was Whisper Richards. And he put on Whisper with 12 minutes to go, basically. And then the crowd in the stadium basically put on Whisper. so McLaren, he was a stupid coach from him come here. And he is still a stupid coach that him now that him gone. So he basically sink way and gone, you know. Obviously, we have the continental players to go play. 6 teams in it and 2 are going to qualify. But these teams are significantly better teams than them 2 little teams where we play in a CONCACAF to qualify. So it's a stretch. We feel so we are going to go over there and go beat the Democratic Republic of Congo and Bolivia and all of these teams from all over the world except for Europe. Having said all of that though, the Maverick can go a little deeper in the reasoning now. Because you don't know, Reggae Boys are my team, you know. Jamaica are my team. I'm going to stop watch Jamaica from a start watch Jamaica from a little boy. Now, the problems of Jamaica football, it's bigger than McLaren. Obviously, we're not a big football jurisdiction. We're not a rich country. We don't have a vibrant football culture to that. We love football, but we don't really have a sophisticated football culture. But here the problem with me think now. And it's a very basic problem, you know. But we think it fly past a whole of people's head. Jamaica try to play football without midfield. And football can't play without midfield. That is like playing basketball without a point guard. It's like playing American football without a quarterback. Football cannot play without midfield. And for too long, Jamaica had tried to play football without midfield. As me say, it predates the arrival of McLaren, you know. Remember the last thing to Tapa Whitmore did have? This argument was all over the place. We are trying to play football without midfield. We are trying to play football without midfield. And we come back into this World Cup qualifier. Up to the current time now, still are trying to play football without midfield. And football cannot play without midfield. I stand up in the stadium last night. I couldn't sit down, you know, in the power foot for the whole match. And I watch the game. You know, me just lock out all of the noise and I watch the game. I watch the first half. And I see how we are done. And I see Jamaica does a kick out. Yeah, ping pong we are playing. See, and we are playing right in a Curacao hand. Because remember, them don't need to win, you know. So all them need to do is just stay behind the ball and buck out the long ball where we are kick over there. And occasionally hit us on the counter to put with the game. They got the opportunities a couple times. But, you know, goalkeeper Blake make some save and then put some of them wide. But we are trying barge and force and punch away in our offensive game. And the man, they will occupy the space in the midfield at Jamaica, you know. Because we don't even call them midfield, you know. It's not like them excellent defensively, you know. They offer nothing offensively. Because they can't take control of the game, they can't keep the football, they can't pass the ball, they can do nothing. And as we said, this predates McLaren. Is a fundamental problem we've had in Jamaica. For probably the past about, let me tell you the last midfielder, when we can call a midfielder we play for Jamaica. A baller named Jeremy and Hugh. And if anybody who know the history of Jeremy and Hugh and Jamaica, that baller get beer fight. But that was the last footballer we have available for Jamaica will look like something like what midfielders look like. The capacity and the ability to take the football and dictate the game and pick a pass and that kind of something there. That kind of something there. And we are trying to play football without that kind of player for far too long. Let me tell you what. It's like how we are going on a circle with something. You know what Jamaica need to do? We obviously not going to get the quality midfielder there in our shopping spree when we go over England. We're not going to get the quality midfielder there. Me think we have to try deliberately and strategically in Jamaica, you know, and target the development of some midfielders for the next generation, you know. Because if we continue to do this, we're not going to qualify for no more World Cup. In fact, I tell you this, qualifying for the World Cup will never be as easy as this again. Remember Mexico, Canada, and the USA are come back in a qualifying after hosting this World Cup will come next year, you know. So we are going to have them bigger team that we contend with. Yeah? Now, if we don't get some players we can play in the middle of the park, we don't have nowhere to go. Because Jamaica, if you look on a squad here, we have no offensive players, you know, players who offer an offensive threat, you know. But we just not very organized in the middle. In fact, we are disorganized in the middle of the park. Yeah? And of course, people are going to look on the game last night on the surface side and say, boy, we lick the woodwork 3 times and we salt and we shall put the ball on the net and the penalty when the referee take. We're going to nitpick on all kind of little things. But as I telling you, when we in the stadium last night and look on the football, half time I give up, you know. Half time I give up. And I said, no, this is not going to work. QSO is a much more organized football team. They have played much more structure. They have played much more organization. They have played much more team chemistry than we. Them deserve to go to the World Cup, you know. Them deserve to create history and go to the World Cup. And nobody can blame the fans. When they called for 40,000, me look like me get me 40,000 in the stadium last night. The fans play them part. They made out and about and raucous and loud. And they must support the team. Them do them part. But the team let you down people. And of course the coach was abysmal as usual. Yeah? We fuck up a golden opportunity. We not get a better. Remember this, you know? We are not going to get a better and easier opportunity to qualify for the World Cup than this one. I will say we will never ever qualify for the World Cup again, you know. But it will never ever be as easy as this. Unless at some point in the future, the circumstances repeat themselves and we are going to have, you know, the regional hosts again, and therefore we are going to get more teams from the region playing at the World Cup. Unless that happens again. But under the general run of things, we're not going to get the opportunity as easy as this to qualify for the World Cup again. And we messed it up. Yeah? People are going to look and say, boy, the player them should do better. No, you know we're going to say that, but guess what now? And the coach and pick the player them where they want and put out there. And somehow for you put on a jersey, it look like you can't make a pass. For you put on a Jamaica jersey, it look like the baller them can't make a pass. You have baller we play EPL and play all over the world and come to Jamaica and put on the jersey, them can't make a pass. Eh? Tactically, we are trying to play football without midfield. It cannot work. It cannot work. I'm going to show you something when the coach is a madman again. Where you can beat the coach correctly. Me come tell you now. I remember I said it on the radio. I think I said it both places. Me telling you, say, this coach we are play against we here. So Dick Advocate and him team. They are a double team. CFAS. Because any scout we have studied the Jamaican team so far in qualifying would have realized that Ronaldo CFAS is arguably our offensive threat. And him not really as multi-dimensional as most top-class forwards. He might go beat you with him raw speed. And the man them put a man mark up on him. As A for B, meaning thing they might go double him. The man them put a man mark up on Cephas and him could not get the ball. Jamaica spent the first half hour of the game and kick the ball down there try to find Cephas. And I think at 2 times Cephas get free from the man mark. For the whole game I talk, you know. I mean, I watch the game and watch him and force the ball to Cephas and I say, it's not happening, it's not happening. And at no point did Coach McLaren or the baller themselves or somebody on the bench say, Cephas, all right, switch and come right and make the Mario Gray go over left. Just for a little variation to see how it discombobulate them organization. No. We just did it with flat, the energy low. The energy living at the stadium when he put on the 2 young youth them from Jamaica. That was the point at which the energy lifted. But people, all of that, we are dwell in the specifics at this particular game. We're problem bigger than that game here. Football can't play without midfield. And Jamaica try to play football without midfield for far too long now. I'm disappointed, you know, but I'm not vexed. When you hear it, I'm disappointed say we don't go World Cup because I say it's a goal and opportunity. But I'm not vexed because when you look at the game last night, I can't vex. Jamaica don't play no ball, we just kick up the ball, boom, 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 boom. We can't play so. And Curacao look more. Let me tell you what Curacao look like to me. Curacao look like if we did score a goal on them, they would have just turn up the throttle and just go look a goal and get it. Them look like them play within themselves. We were never urgent. When we get a set piece or a throw, we just casually walk around and do it. We not play no desperation. We are playing right now the man them hand. And that long, direct ball, if anybody who understand the game, knows say that kind of game would be playing perfectly into the plans of a team who come to sit back low block. You have to break down low black team with intricacy and skills. And if you look about at them with touch and skill, whisper when they put on the field, and the crowd put on whisper with about 10 minutes to go. That coach is an idiot. But him being an idiot in terms of football. He that big football coach we carry come here. And him just come here and exacerbate and Jamaica and try play football without midfield. Anyway, Africa same piece. You know what is been a really vex? But that's a reason. I don't have no cause. Because I don't call them murder cause. All the people we are going to say Maverick, you must use bad words. Why are these words bad? Explain what's so bad about them murder. Anyway, we're not going to indulge in that. We can do a complete bit up on that. But we can think of no better way to describe the situation. What we do with this World Cup qualifying than we fucked it up. That's what we did. We fucked up a great opportunity. The easiest pathway to the global stage, the biggest global stage of football. And what did we do? That same word there. Yeah, resume the search now. Yeah, resume the search for the rest of Maverick then. See if you can find them. I still can't find them. Still one Maverick. Can go back to some other issues at hand now. Yeah? Because the people who turned out at the stadium last night, you know. As me them say 35,000. Me say 40,000. I mean, me feel like a 40,000. When last night the people jump stadium fence. That one last night. Fill to capacity. People them do them part. And the coach and the team let down the people them. Big up the people them who drive from Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. Hurricane ravaged. No light, no water, no electricity, no food. And them find them we at National Stadium last night come support the team. And the team let them down. Big time. McLaren get to walk away unscathed. Yeah. But we're resilient, you know. Same like how we go bounce back from the hurricane. Same so we go bounce back with the football if we remain convict. One Maverick, yeah, man. One Maverick, not few. Definitely not two. As we say, I'm disappointed, but me not vex people. Really and truly, I'm disappointed, but me not vex. Let me get my thoughts together some more. We reason about it. Again. But we fucked it up, regally fucked it up. Remember me tell you that. That's what we did. I can't think of any other way to put it.